Today, I want to talk a little bit about therapy, right? So today was my first day back in therapy for the third time. I'm not even gonna lie, I was a little hesitant at first about signing back up because I had a good experience the first time. The second time was okay, but it wasn't meshing for real. I had talked to someone about it and they were just like, validating like the feelings I had going on and letting me know to try again. Like, it's okay to, let them know it's not working and to find a better match. It took me a whole year to do that. Like, literally, I was just like, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna try this again another time. So it took me a whole year just about to get back into therapy, and that was after some thoughts and some prayers on it. I realized that I was letting fear like hold me back from trying again. Sometimes things don't work out, and that's okay. Sometimes things happen for a reason to lead you in a direction of where you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be connected with, right? While I don't know my therapist fully well yet, I can say it was a very good session, and the Lord has this way of like confirming things to me. And I actually cried in the first session. Usually the first session is pretty light, pretty easy. Just tell me a little bit about yourself and see where we're gonna go from here and see why you came to therapy, what are you planning to do? And I always find that as a mental health counselor myself, I know that that's different than a therapist because they are, licensed and certified or whatever. But I always find that I have some reservation there because I kind of go through, assessments. I do a lot of note taking. I do a lot of these things, that I know my therapist is doing behind the scenes as well. So it gives me like that reservation, and I'm kind of like, how much should I disclose? Like, what should I tell? Like, should I tell you my life story? Should I really tell you what I'm dealing with? Like, things like that. But I realized that, if you are one who is called to serve in different capacities, especially like in roles like counselors, and you have to show up for other people, you have to put your face on and be there for other people. You're allowing people space to pour out on you, and you're filling them up, and then you turn and you have nowhere to be filled, right? So it is important to make sure that you're taking care of your own mental health and prioritizing yourself as well. Like, sometimes we can get into the space of needing to be needed, right? But we have to understand that it is okay to pull back as well and make sure that you're taking care of you first, because you can't pour from an empty cup. That is something I have learned throughout the years, especially being like 5 years into counseling and also doing like coaching, also leading like in ministry capacities. Like, it's just like you're pouring out all the time, and you have to be filled up yourself. Like, yes, I have my personal devotion time with the Lord, but it is okay to be filled up and poured into, and have an outlet, have someone to talk to that is not biased. Like, yes, I have my friends, but I want an unbiased like person who just listens to me, gives me advice, challenges me, all those things. So I feel that that's very important. So let that be your reminder. And if you have gone through, what I'm going through, this being my third time trying therapy, it is okay. Like, give yourself grace. Like, get back in the ring and try again. Don't allow fear, or don't allow doubt, and don't allow, society norms like keep you from doing what you want to do. If you know that you're in a space where you need that outlet, where you need to go to therapy, it is okay to go to therapy. Therapy is normal. Let's normalize it, right? You see, I got on this sweatshirt that says curse broken. Some of us, like, we are called to be the curse breakers in our family. Some of us, we are, carrying some heavy things. Like, there's a lot of things from our past that we are meant to unpack and, sort through and go with God and whoever he places in our life to deal with these things for and with, so that we can move forward and progress for our future, and we can be better for our future selves, for our future children, for the generations to come after them. Sometimes we have to get out of our mindset on what we see today and get into a mindset of the generations to come. And I thank God that is something that he instilled in me pretty young, is just thinking beyond the now. Like, I'm thinking about what my daughter, what my son, what my grandchildren, what my great-great-grandchildren, all those are going to have to go through. I want to make sure that I'm showing up as the best version of myself, and I know we always evolve, and that is fine. but I want to make sure that I am showing up as the best version of myself who is able to navigate different seasons so that they won't have to go through half of the things that I've endured or had to go through. Like, you know, and I understand that it has made me, it has shaped me to be who I am today, and I am okay with that. But I also know that I cannot literally sit here and neglect that there is still work to be done. So let this be your encouragement that it is okay to go to therapy. And also, like, something that I decided to do as I go on this journey through therapy, I usually do it every time I, you know, try again. I get a notebook and I journal through the experiences. So I'm gonna journal through my sessions. I'm gonna journal through, you know, whatever is happening in between in my sessions, whatever comes up, I'm gonna journal it so I can see the growth. You know, y'all know I'm gonna live by a journal. Track your growth, okay? Track what's happening so that you can see it, because sometimes we get so caught up in the moment that we don't see how far we have come. Sometimes you have to literally think back and give yourself some credit, give yourself some grace. You probably have come way further than you think, for real. So yeah, this is an encouraging word to the one who is considering therapy. Please do it. If you are serving in any capacity and you know that you need an outlet, please do it. Please be healthy. It is time out for us bleeding on people. Like, we cannot show up and bleed on people, giving them our problems, our hurts, our pains. No, we have to take care of us in order to be healthy, in order to show up, in order to pour. And it's not to say that you're going to be perfect. We all don't have it together, but you're at least putting something in stone, setting yourself up to show up as your best self, because you don't want to be trying to mask and fake it for others. It's time out for that. Let's be for real about how we're feeling, about how we're handling things, about how our past has impacted our now, how our now is going to impact our future. It is time to get serious. Like 2025, like when I say we need to take all the areas of our lives serious, like literally, sometimes we can mask our mental health with a lot of biblical things. And I am one who basically raised in church since I was 2 years old. I love the Lord. Y'all know, y'all hear me talk about the Lord all day, every day. But I also understand that at the core, there's my humanity. There's my emotions. There's my feelings. There's my trauma. There's all these things that I need to work through as well. And it is okay to feel these things. It's not okay to sit and dwell in them, but it is okay to acknowledge them, to confront them head on, and to take them to God, and to take them to the people He has allowed to be qualified, equipped, and trained to be in place to help you. So yeah, this is your time. Go sign up for therapy. Get the help that you need. Get the support that you need. Yes, we all have our family, our friends sometimes, but go get some help from the people who are certified to do this thing, who are called to you. Pray about it. Ask the Lord to help you to get the courage to go, okay? Yeah, I hope y'all be blessed, and I pray that you are connected. Divine connections come your way in the realm of therapists, mentors, coaches, counselors, so that you can show up whole and well and your best version of yourself for all those that you are called to pour into. There is an assignment and a call on your life that is probably so heavy that you need to make sure that you have people in place to help you navigate these things, okay? And to navigate life in general as you're doing that. You don't want to push yourself aside to show up for others and then it all just hits the fan. So yeah, get you a therapist. Get yourself surrounded by some people who can pour into you, who can challenge you, who can stretch you, who can help you grow into exactly who it is that God has called you to be. I love y'all. Be blessed.